Today is the third day of celebrating the Avyakt Year. You know, it makes me feel to say it so. Baba is giving us tips to become worthy of celebrating the Avyakt Year in an Avyakt manner. However, since we are continuing reading such a wonderful Murli on the third day, it feels as if the celebration is still on. So, over the first day, we have read about what are what are the means and ways in which Baba is suggesting us to celebrate the Avyakt year, is to donate our virtues and powers to be combined with Baba and the five positive feelings that Baba shared. And over the second day, yesterday, Sister would have read the, the meetings with senior sisters and the two groups in which Baba complimented the sisters, the senior sisters and dadis and didis to have contributed and how their role matters so much in the world, how to take care of the body, how to be remain close to seva. Baba has spoken to two groups, and today Baba is speaking to three other groups, and he is empowering every soul who have come over there. So we shall read and chant the Murli at the we shall read the Murli now and chant it at the end. Group number 3. सफलता मूर्त बनने का साधन है जीवन मुक्त स्थिति. ब्राह्मण जीवन अर्थात सदा जीवन मुक्त स्थिति वाले, सर्व बंधनों से मुक्त. पहला बंधन है अपने देह भान का बंधन. ब्राह्मण जीवन में देह का बंधन, संबंध का बंधन, साधनों का बंधन सब खत्म हो गया ना. मोटा धागा खत्म हो गया, महीन धागा रह तो नहीं गया. अभी संबंध है लेकिन बंधन नहीं. बंधन अपने वश में करता है और संबंध स्नेह का सहयोग देता है. लेकिन शुद्ध संबंध से केवल शुद्ध संबंध स्नेह का सहयोग देता है. देह के संबंधियों का देह के नाते से संबंध नहीं, लेकिन आत्मिक संबंध. तो बंधन में हो या संबंध में, if we consider our own relatives from the point of soul, then we can remain detached and carefree. But if we remain in a sense of close attachment, then the feelings of a bereavement, a sense of not being there around, a sense of worry prevails. Baba says that is kind of bandhan. But but if we remain in the form of a soul, then that is the Shuddha Sambandh. Asset Sambandh is there, but that becomes a pure relationship that keeps us free from worries. अगर वश होते हो, परवश हो जाते हो, तो बंधन है. अगर वश होते हो, परवश हो जाते हो, तो बंधन है. और मुक्त रहते हो तो संबंध है. कैसे रहते हो? थोड़ा थोड़ा आकर्षित होते हो. ब्राह्मण अर्थात जीवन मुक्त. तो चेक करो, कोई भी कर्म मुक्त होकर के करते हैं, क्योंकि कर्म के बिना तो रह नहीं सकते हैं. जब कर्मेंद्रियों का आधार है तो कर्म तो करना ही है, लेकिन कर्म बंधन नहीं, कर्म संबंध. We feel very sense of weakness, a sense of disempowerment when we come into this word called karma bandhan. But karma sambandh feels very light. There's no pressure. There is only a connection there. बाबा is saying जीवन मुक्त अवस्था अर्थात सफलता भी ज्यादा और कर्म का बोझ भी नहीं। जो मुक्त है वो सदा ही सफलता मूर्त है। जीवन मुक्त आत्मा सदा फलक से कहेगी कि सफलता जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है। जो बंधन में होगा वो सदा सोचता रहेगा कि सफलता होगी या नहीं, यहाँ करें या नहीं करें, ठीक होगा या नहीं होगा। लेकिन ब्राह्मण आत्माओं की सफलता निश्चित है, विजय निश्चित है। ऐसे नहीं समझना कि भविष्य में जीवन मुक्त होंगे। नॉट टू प्रोक्रास्टिनेट, नॉट टू पुट इट फॉर फ्यूचर। अभी जीवन मुक्त होना है। इस समय ही जीवन बंध और जीवन मुक्त का ज्ञान है। सतयुग में यह ज्ञान नहीं होगा। मजा है तो इस समय का है। जीवन बंध का भी अनुभव किया और जीवन मुक्त का भी अनुभव कर रही हो। सदा जीवन मुक्त रहने का सहज साधन है मैं और मेरा बाबा। So this is the crux point, to be always be free from all the connections is to say मैं और मेरा बाबा। क्योंकि मेरे मेरे का ही बंधन है। मेरा बाबा हो गया तो सब मेरा खत्म। जब एक मेरा में सब मेरा मेरा समाप्त हो गया तो बंधन मुक्त हो गए। तो यह सहज साधन आता है ना। कर्म के पहले चेक करो कि बंधन में फंस के तो कर्म नहीं कर रहे हैं। दुनिया वाले तो बहुत कठिन तप करते हैं मुक्ति प्राप्त करने को, और आपको सहज मिला ना। मेरा बाबा कहा और बंधन खत्म। तो जो सहज होता है उसको सदा अपनाया जाता है। जो मुश्किल होता है उसे सदा नहीं कर सकते हैं। तो सदा सहज है या कभी कभी थोड़ा मुश्किल लगता है। तो यही याद रखना कि हम ब्राह्मण जीवन मुक्त आत्मा है, सहज योगी अर्थात सफलता मूर्त। अच्छा, say how easy it to feel soul conscious in day to day life. How how does it feel if we come in connections with bodies and remain attached to it? We have to introspect this. So the simplest one is the lightest one and the best one. And it also leads to success. And that is a simple yoga. If we desire to be peaceful, if we desire to be loveful, then to always get it from the treasure store of all of these qualities and virtues, it is better to remain in connection with him. If we want something Lokik, then then we understand, then we are getting into it. And that's what leads to trouble later because all of these are expended in getting them. तो मेरा नहीं तेरा कहने पर it becomes easy. ग्रुप नंबर 4, स्वमान में रहो तो सर्व हद की इच्छाएं समा जाएंगी। स्वमान में रहो तो सर्व हद की इच्छाएं समा जाएंगी। स्वयं को श्रेष्ठ स्वमानधारी आत्मा अनुभव करते हो। जितना स्वमान में स्थित होते हो तो स्वमान देह भान को भुला देता है। आधा कल्प देह भान में रहे और देह भान के कारण अल्पकाल के मान प्राप्त करने के भिखारी रहे। If you are only related, if you only are in the body consciousness, then whatever titles that people give, or which is a very short while and may not give for long time, this all makes the soul unhappy, the person unhappy. So we keep wanting for it. But Baba talks about Swaman, that is giving respect to one's own self. बाबा is saying, अभी बाप ने आकर स्वमानधारी बना दिया। स्वमान में स्थित रहते हो या कभी देह के मान की इच्छा रखते हो? जो स्वमान में रहता उसे हद के मान प्राप्त करने की कभी इच्छा नहीं होती। इच्छा मात्रम अविद्या हो जाते। एक स्वमान में सर्व हद की इच्छाएं समा जाती हैं। मांगने की आवश्यकता नहीं रहती, क्योंकि यह हद की इच्छाएं कभी भी पूर्ण नहीं होती हैं। एक हद की इच्छा अनेक इच्छाओं को उत्पन्न करती है, संपन्न नहीं करती, लेकिन पैदा करती है। स्वमान सर्व इच्छाओं को सहज ही संपन्न कर देता है। तो जब बाप सदा के लिए स्वमान देता है, तो कभी कभी क्यों लेवे? स्वमानधारी सदा बेफिक्र बादशाह होता है, सर्व प्राप्ति स्वरूप होता है। उसे अप्राप्ति की अविद्या होती है। तो सदा स्वमानधारी आत्मा हूं, यह याद रखो। One is to give self-respect, and the second thing is to think I'm the treasure house of my own Swaman, that I can give it to myself. I need not to take it from people. स्वमानधारी सदा बाप के दिल तक नशीन होता है, क्योंकि बेफिक्र बादशाह है। बादशाह का जीवन कितना श्रेष्ठ है। दुनिया वालों के जीवन में कितनी फिक्र रहती है। उठेंगे तो भी फिक्र, सोएंगे तो भी फिक्र, और आप सदा बेफिक्र हो। Because it doesn't cost anything. It can be given, bought, can be understood anywhere, and it is self-empowerment. Once we are in such state, we understand that we do not actually have worry. Befikr, not just like a king who doesn't have any worries. पांडवों को फिक्र रहता है, कल व्यापार ठीक होगा या नहीं, कल देश में शांति होगी या अशांति, या फिक्र रहता है कल बच्चे अच्छी तरह से संभाल सकेंगे या नहीं, या फिक्र माताओं को रहता है? दुनिया में कुछ भी हो, लेकिन अशांति के वायुमंडल में आप तो शांत स्वरूप आत्माएं हो, औरों को भी शांति देने वाले। या अशांति होगी तो आप भी घबरा जाएंगे? आपके घर के बाहर बहुत हंगामा हो रहा हो, तो आप उस समय क्या करते हो? याद में बैठ जाते हो ना। बाप को याद करके शांति लेकर औरों को देना, यह सेवा करो। क्योंकि जो अच्छी चीज अपने पास है और दूसरों को उसकी आवश्यकता है, तो देनी चाहिए ना। तो अशांति के समय पर मास्टर शांतिदाता बन औरों को भी शांति दो। घबराओ नहीं, क्योंकि जानते हो कि जो हो रहा है वो भी अच्छा, और जो होना है वह और अच्छा। विकारों के वशीभूत मनुष्य तो लड़ते ही रहेंगे, उनका काम ही यह है। लेकिन आपका काम है ऐसी आत्माओं को शांति देना। क्योंकि विश्व कल्याणकारी होना, विश्व कल्याणकारी आत्माएं सदा मास्टर दाता बन देती रहती हैं। तो सभी शक्ति रूप होना, माताएं चार दीवारी में रहने वाली अबलाएं नहीं हो, शक्तियां हो। तो शक्ति सदा वरदानी होगी, और पांडव भी सदा महावीर। महावीर की सदा विजय है, कभी हार नहीं खा सकते। अच्छा, तो Baba is again empowering all souls. We do not have to worry about what is happening outside us. We know it is happening for a good reason. And by sitting in the consciousness of we being the master oceans of peace and power, we'll have to empower ourselves and the world around us, the people and the elements of nature around us. Group number 5, संपन्न बनने का सहज साधन, सदा बाप के साथ रहो। डबल विदेशी बच्चों से सदा अपने को इस सृष्टि ड्रामा की बेहद स्टेज का पार्ट बजाने वाले हीरो एक्टर समझते हो। ऊंचे ते ऊंचे बाप के साथ पार्ट बजाने वाले ऊंचे ते ऊंचे एक्टर हो गए ना। So it's like working with the greatest production houses, the film industry में. So the person who is working with such industry is automatically a great hero. So our director and producer is a very big producer and director, Baba himself. So we are acting with him. So Baba is saying we should be feeling so proud that we are the greatest actors here, hero actor. बाप के साथ पार्ट बजा रहे हो, इसलिए विशेष पाठधारी बन गए। हीरो एक्टर के ऊपर कभी भी नजर होती है, तो सारे विश्व के आत्माओं की नजर अभी आप सबकी तरफ है। तो एक नशा यह है कि हम बाप के साथ पार्ट बजाने वाले हैं, और दूसरा नशा है कि सारे विश्व की नजर हम श्रेष्ठ आत्माओं के ऊपर है। तो डबल नशा है। One is we are working with such a great director, and that we are now acting and all people are looking at us. No, these are the two nasha, double nasha. डबल खुशी है, एक श्रेष्ठ आत्मा बनने की खुशी, दूसरी बाप से मिलने की। डबल हीरो हो, एक हीरे तुल्य जीवन बनाई है, और दूसरा विशेष पाठधारी हो। ऐसा कभी सोचा था कि इतना विशेष पाठ बजाने वाली आत्मा हूं? सोचा नहीं था, लेकिन सेकंड में बन गए। सेकंड का सौदा है ना। सहज प्राप्त किया या मेहनत लगी। फॉरेन कल्चर से ब्राह्मण कल्चर बदलने में मेहनत नहीं लगी। कितनी बार ब्राह्मण कल्चर में रहे हो, अनेक बार के संस्कार याद आते हैं, या इमर्ज करने में मेहनत लगती है। यह समटाइम, कभी कभी, कब तक रहेगा। अगर अभी विनाश हो जाए तो एवर रेडी हुए। अच्छा, भारत वाले तैयार हो। कल विनाश हो जाए, इतने संपन्न बने हो। एवर रेडी बनना ही सेफ्टी का साधन है। अगर समय मिलता है तो संगम युग का मौज मनाओ, लेकिन रहो एवर रेडी, क्योंकि फाइनल विनाश की डेट कभी भी पहले मालूम नहीं पड़ेगी, अचानक होना है। एवर रेडी नहीं होंगे तो धोखा हो जाएगा, इसलिए एवर रेडी बनो। सदा ये याद रखो कि हम और बाप सदा साथ हैं। तो जैसे बाप संपन्न है, वैसे साथ रहने वाले भी संपन्न हो जाएंगे। जब साथ का अनुभव करेंगे तो निरंतर योगी सहज बन जाएंगे। सदा साथ है, साथ रहेंगे और स्वीट होम में साथ चलेंगे। जो कंपेनियन होंगे वे साथ चलेंगे और बाराती होंगे। देखने वाले होंगे तो पीछे पीछे चलेंगे। समान बनने वाले ही साथ चलेंगे। तो यह प्लान बनाओ कि समान बनना ही है और साथ चलना ही है। अच्छा, डबल विदेशी बच्चों प्रति सबको बाप दादा की तरफ से नए वर्ष की मुबारक और याद प्यार देना। बाप दादा देख रहे हैं, सभी अपने को बाप समान बनाने के उमंग उत्साह में उड़ रहे हैं। तो उड़ रहे हो और सदा उड़ते रहेंगे। Everybody is trying their best to become like Baba and fly high. Videshis would have come from far off places, so it is a very big nasha for them that we are flying. We are in the flying stage, and Baba is making us fly high with all such beautiful words. So Baba is emphasizing us to be ever ready while enjoying the Sangam Yuga. There's very fine gap between sun in the presence of sun and sunset. We never know when the evening becomes night. So it's such a fine, subtle transition. So we have to be able to enjoy the Sangam Yuga while at the same time be ever ready to leave this world and fly away. The Baba is emphasizing on that. And being a hero actor, we should have double nasha that we are playing the role that Baba has given us. Such a big, you know, house which is giving so much of role of acting to everybody of every one of us, and we are working for him, and the world is looking at us. We shall sit in silence for a couple of minutes and then discuss our points. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Vinod Bhai.
Om Shanti, sister.
Vinod Bhai started the Murli, Deepika Ben continued, again Vinod Bhai back. We are having a variety of people for the Murli. I always, these Murlis, if you see Avyaktvani, I was always told, challenge like an Avyakt Bapdada. I'm not talking about Sakal. There will not be a single sentence repeated. Some verb difference will be there. Banana, banna, and all. And I've seen it. There's never a similar. Just see that person who comes down and he's talking so many murlis and all. In that same murli, when he says something, there will not be. I'm emphasizing there will not be even a grammatical repetition of the sentence of what Bab Dada mentions. That is sometimes I used to churn. Similarly, when you were reading about this Jivan Mukt, even though I sometimes think so much Avyakt Vani we are revising, why I'm not able to remember, like now I'm not able to remember the renunciation Murli of 1982 and then my 1992 Murli. But very close, the Murli before this on 31/12/92, Baba spoke about Sambandh and Bandhan. And he gave there a different formula. He
Mm,
just said the way to be in Sambandh is to be a farishta. He's saying, as you're doing your actions, you should come out of, like in Gita, it said, no, don't look at the fruit of your actions, just keep doing your actions. So Baba spoke about there, the sthiti is farishta. Here he says, Jivan Mukti, this. Like how well Baba says, the same thing he told there also, Bandhan is Vash. Sambandhas, there is a Swatantra. But here Baba says Sambandhas Sneha ke Sahयोग. And Jivan Mukt for us, I used to think it's something of the future. It's a reward which I'm going to get later. But that also Baba is emphasizing, nahi, 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 Jivan Mukt now. We are not
mm,
talking about Jivan Mukt of the future. So much bandhan is there, bodily things, possessions, relations, and all. So Baba saying the big thread, motha daga, you have come out, but still some sukshma daga is still there. And even in Sambandh, he's filtering it. In Sambandh, he's saying it should be Shuddha Sambandh. That's why
mm,
he gives the difference between Parvash versus Mukt, like then you will be Akarshan Murat. The same, there was a powerful blessing on Sunday where Baba says, finish all your besting obstacles. Then through the churning power, you will be free from all attack. And there again, see, he says churning power. So every time, he is changing that signpost, that signal board and all, and he's giving. So I was thinking about this Jivan Mukt. So, who will attain Jivan Mukt? Not the ones who are Mukti, only the ones who are going to come down to experience liberation and life. One has to take, I think, a list to see what Baba said in the earlier Murli for this, for Sambandhan Bandhan. And here he has given a little different approach, a variety, I think. So that's what I was trying to churn. Om Shanti.
sister. It's an instant release from worries. It is as if we are liberated. Something that has been troubling us for a long time is suddenly gone, as if a big debt is cleared, a big house is already constructed, or getting out into the hands of death and immediately finding that I'm alive again. But these are certain things, the experiences that remain with us. So, kind of a liberation, kind of suddenly mukti from all the troubles that once we faced. Uh, Jivan mukti need not be in future. Definitely, it can be felt as on date as well, as of now.
Vinod Bhai, but there's a difference. You're saying coming out of a debt, feeling the release. No, maybe it's on the here. Jivan Mukta actually means liberating and enjoying. So that
Mm,
enjoyment, okay, is of the future. But
mm,
liberating, coming out of the debt is now. From all these debts you have to clear. But enjoyment of what you have got will, that is the future. That is when you come down, and because now your body is not pure. So when the
Mm.
body is pure and the soul is pure, so that which you got liberated from, to enjoy that freedom, you're saying it's bliss, no? That enjoyment of freedom will only take place when you are in that stage, or in that satyuk stage of coming down, pure body, pure soul. I think that we have to realize, out of that, enjoyment comes later.
Yes, anybody else?
Hi, Shanti. So this Jivan Mukti, right? Actually, we experience it only when we become soul conscious. In that case, we are making effort, right, to become soul conscious here. So that means we have to experience the Jivan Mukti stage, freedom stage here also, right? So now um, we have to experience it here with the knowledge that Baba gives, right? Don't you think, Vinod Bhai?
Yeah, yeah, I
Because
agree.
whatever, because whatever we experience here, this will get carry forwarded, no? Even in Girjaben to the
Bijit
Satya.
you need a pure body for it. I can
But
understand you're saying, no, you can, that effort of, as brother said, brother Vinod said, that liberation from death. Ah, I don't have anyone waiting outside my house. Nobody is there outside my house looking for that. That feeling, nothing is behind you. You don't have those barking dogs behind you. But that alone, liberation alone is not enough. That mukti alone is not enough. That jivan mukti, you need definitely, I think, a pure body. Even if you're going to experience it now, this impure body will not allow you. So that's why they say, no, when you come to the atit, the karam ke atit, when you're light, when you fly, even the advanced party and all, they are not enjoying that. They are in a new body with a new account. But real experience comes when you get a pure body. That's what even I feel. You definitely, for Jivan Mukt, which you're talking about, which Baba is saying, Abhi, how can you do now when my body is impure? Whatever you do, my body, oh, I don't. I have a feeling that it should be a pure body. That visualization we can do now. Satyug aisa hoga, ye hoga, hoga. But I think for me to just imagine walking like an angel, going like an angel, no, nothing, all those digital thing which they are showing us nowadays, do I experience that now? It's something I feel of the future because there is one obstacle, impure body. That's what my opinion.
mm,
If I may say that if the body can be repaired, if you're talking in the form of, from illness point of view, as Dadiji was being spoken to, the body can be taken care, while the memories that remain, that keep haunting us, can be liberated by becoming soul conscious. And the Sangam Yuga is always there to lead a, you know, that that narrow fine point of life that separates rest of the people and us, because we know that this time is the most auspicious time, and we would not have to wait because we have lived the Kali Yugi life, and now we have made our own timeline. We have made our own time zone. We can flourish in that. So I think, yes, the body, if at all it is ill, if it is sick, it can be taken care. The memories of the past would still be there, but yes, if those memories can be superimposed, जैसे बाबा ने पहले वाले ग्रुप से बात किया, the व्यर्थ, the past can be erased by giving it good thoughts. And Baba's Murli is one such thing. And that would eventually cure because the memories are stored in the soul. It's in that subconscious. So if that can be healed, and yeah, the healing word itself, that is kind of a liberation.
See, you are talking about that illness. No, see, I have see Dadiji. Today we are having a day. I was so in close quarters. I've seen her when she had dementia, when she could do nothing. You know, she used to babble and talk like it was very funny. So,
Mhm.
what do you call it? Was an illness. It was
Hmm.
an illness, but still, whatever it is, you will not be out of that till, you know, that Sato Pradhan body is something different. Even your birth should be think. This body, what I have, it is still an impure birth. See what they say about the sadhus and all, even though they practice all that, but their birth was impure. So, still, till I leave this body, impure. But now, some of the advanced parties, it is believed that they are taking a pure birth. There are some rarities like that, and all, of which we don't know. So maybe they are experiencing things. But I still feel Mama had illness, Dadiji had illness. So many of them suffered silently. So that impure body, unless it's gone, it's totally that physical matter, five elements has to go, and then have to go. That is beautiful. You're right, Smriti hai. But Smriti of the future is there because Baba reminds us. But वो जो
Yeah.
बोलते हैं ना, that feeling. See, if I'm eating a gulab jamun, tasting the gulab jamun, saying, oh, it's nice. But if somebody just says, do you know how gulab jamun is? It's like that, it's like that. Then they'll say, okay, let me wait for it to be prepared and eaten. So that preparation is my new birth, my new body. So I'm just waiting for that new birth. That is why Baba says that only you, the Brahmins, or those who have recognized me, or can get Jivan Mukti. Rest all will be pushed in Mukti. I don't know. That's what.
Partially right, sister. Partially right. Yeah, I think so. Yes, you're right too. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So I I heard a class sometimes back. I mean, it's about Abara Jnana and Parakjnana. So there were also this kind of discussion about experiencing everything here and then slowly moving towards the Satyug. So now we know Satyug has not come. We are practicing soul consciousness. We will live soul conscious stage in our 100% stage when we reach Satyug. But till Satyug come, there's going to be a time, right? And we are moving towards that soul consciousness every day, actually. Okay, so that distance is coming shorter and shorter day by day. As we reach towards, the Satyug stage, okay, our conscious level will also change from body consciousness to a soul conscious stage. So that happens slowly from 0 percentage, 1, 2, 3, and then 90 percentage, 99. And then
Mhm.
immediately there is a transformation because um, I mean, it's something that I heard. Okay, I'm also, this is again, Baba has not completely revealed how Satyug will come. That complete transformation stage is still not clear, right? So, so there is a lot of confusion about after 100 years, the whole Vinash will happen, and then there's going to be a change. All that talk is there, but again, Baba has not completely revealed all that, right? But
I can.
transformation will be there, but we don't know whether the whole things will get destroyed or not. But yes, Satyug, before Satyug, or even Krishna take births, right? Krishna is going to take birth in Kali Yuga, right? So, which means um, there is a transformation period which will be in the very fast phase, and still people will be there with Kali Yugi, Kali Yugi mentality, okay? A little bit. And transformation will happen. See, that is why Krishna is shown in that Kali Yuga, what is it? That jail. And there are some Kali Yugi souls, right? I mean, Brahmins is carrying. Vasudeva is carrying Krishna to the next Madurai, right? So that is all there, okay? So the transformation is happening slowly, 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 and there's going to be a stage where we are very consciously, we are completely shifted and purified. Okay, so and then it'll be just a shift from
Yeah.
Kali Yuga to Satyuga. So yeah, so in that class, so there was a discussion about Paraknyanam and Aparaknyanam. Aparaknyanam means it's about knowing everything at the stage and trying to understand everything, and then we are going towards a paraknana means about living with that, experiencing all that stage. So now we are my understanding is now we are in paraknana, where we are gaining all this information, putting into our intellect, and the soul is like a pot which is getting filled with all this knowledge, and as it gets filled, the waste and the emptiness of the soul is disappearing, filling with the pure knowledge. And there is a time when the soul is becoming full. That means very close to Satyuga stage, and then there will be a sudden shift from Kali Yuga to Satyuga. Yeah, so I mean, our stage will change, I guess. Okay, the Jivan Mukti stage, we will have to experience everything here. That is what I understood from that.
Yeah, Bijit Bhai, even I used to, you must read, I think, I don't know if it was Jagdish Bhai, Consciousness in the Golden Age. That word conscious, the soul bowl and all, nothing like that in the golden age. So I want to really understand that what kind of consciousness is there. See, here you're making a shift, a paradigm shift from BC to SC. You're trying to make, but there is no shift because they were never in that dirty abyss of body, nothing, it was not there. So just see what it is made up of, and you're right. Already the making, if they are saying 100 years and all, there even, I remember Suraj Bhai used to say, already souls have been created. See, I can very freely share with you when Dadi Prakash Mani left her body, Muni Ben, she always had the thing to know where has Dadi gone. So she used to ask Bab Dada every time he came after that and all. But there were some kind of what we don't know whether Bab Dada will never give us such secrets. Some senior minds worked and all, that there was a pair, a lady who was 60 years past, beyond even conception and anything and all, some village in Jaipur or Jabalpur, I don't know. See, this is just what we heard. And we were eager to know about Dadiji. So somewhere there she conceived and she became so shamed because it was beyond her age and they didn't come out of the house for so many things, and there the time also corresponds. A child was born in that house and all, so it's just a story what we heard from seniors, but there are souls who are that where they can create these pure kind of people in their thing. So you're right, transformation is already there. That's Baba's work, What is Avyakt Baba doing, you think? What are the work he has got there? With Shiv Baba, he gets all these things done so that he can royally come down and he will have an welcome womb to become Krishna. Yeah, transformation is there, but we really, that's the part of the story which just we hear. Baba has given nothing. Uh, Before you close, Vinod Bhai, that second part even I liked. Swaman, which
Yeah.
was there,
Yeah.
I really like, and I remember Manoj Bhai, there was brother Manoj Bhai, I think from Pune. He'll say every day is blessing, every day is blessing. Just take it as a Swaman. See, we have so many Soman. Ask some people. I know of a sister who used to say 108 Soman by heart. But that is only robot. But it was too much. For me, there were only two Soman. If you say, I like being called as Gyan Surya or I like being called as Shaktiwan or a lighthouse. But if you take everything Swaman, because he's Swaman, then your Had ka man is gone Deha is gone, then you become Sampanna Befikar and all. I like the relationship which we gave. So if each one of us we can, if you got time, how do we really practice this Homan practically? This is what I have started a bit now. That's why I could remember that free from attractions. How do we practice Homan daily? Each of us, if you could share.
A couple of weeks back, the Avyakt Murli talked about taking Swaman in Amrit Vela. And that day we had an extensive churning with the local center sister. And she told, and which I have also been practicing, is to wake up in the Amrit Vela and take a Swaman and create an imagination around it, a visualization around it. And that stayed for a long time throughout the day. And during every traffic control session, I used to get that Swaman back to me. And, you know, 21 times they say that it should have been at least done. But somewhere even by evening, if would have completed 15 or 16, I would have still felt great that I've been able to remain in that nasha. I am somehow been able to constantly sail through that Swaman with me. And the day would have been over. So the next day, the next Swaman. And it was not necessary that I followed what was there in the Murli. As soon as I woke up, my soul, my heart, my it gave me a Swaman, uh, a self-respect point, and I churned about that, and it still continues. Uh, Second way, my regional center sister, they sent a list of Swaman for that month, and everybody's told to write it 21 times and submit it on Satguruvar. I honestly feel, sister, as you say, the Murli में जो स्वमान आता है, उसको लेकर के चलना and make it for 30 days and make a chart for it and put it on the screenshot. That's what I do. What my regional center sister shares, I put it on my screen share on the page, and as soon as I open my mobile phone, I get that Swaman there. That list is there. So that day I go and see that's woman. So we can follow that. That's what I have been doing. Others,
Yeah, I'll share if nobody's sharing. Yeah, for me, Saman practice, one is to write the Samans, and from the daily Murli. Okay, so it may not be one Saman, but there'll be different Saman. Okay, so getting the list of Samans, and then this is one method. So you will have many Samans from one Murli itself. Okay, it depends on how good you are at churning. Based on that, you can create so many Samans. And then some people, when it comes to the practice, I know some people even have that practice of writing summons. And so our sender sister says, Keep a separate book for writing summons." So in that you write summons, and before you go to sleep, just write at least 10 times or 21 times, or if not, at least 8 times, write one summon and then go to bed. And then Varadan is also will have powerful summon. So that is some people create some big visuals out of it and then share it in WhatsApp group. That is also good. And then another point one person shared is having that counter, right? There is a machine, small machine that counts when people, especially chanting mantras and all, they keep it. And I heard this in Sachin Bhai's class. He said that to keep a machine and then make sure you at least practice it for 500 times. Okay. And then more summons we should have, and also practicing summons based on the situation. So sometimes we need master knowledgeful, or we might need a conqueror of obstacle. Depends on the situation that you're going through, and if there is a obstacle, and if you stabilize yourself in master Vigna Vinashak, then that gives you a good feeling. And another is most important, more than repeating or chanting sumans, it's very important to experience that stage, I feel. Because suman is not to practice or chant, it is to stabilize ourselves in that stage and to feel it. Okay, so for that, we have to give some time. So before doing any karma, if we can stabilize ourselves in that stage and make ourselves set in with that complete awareness and then perform action, right? That's what Baba is also expecting us to do. And then there'll be definitely success that Baba says. So more than chanting, more than repeating, a feeling is very, very important. Yesterday's Vardhan, attitudes, thought, attitude, and also our awareness, right? This is, yeah.
You were talking about repeated, Bijit Bhai. I know time is running out. Just short, I'll say. Uh, but repetition makes the brain, you said some neuroplasticity, you gave some scientific terms. I think mantra ko yantra banna hai. There's nothing wrong. Remember when I used to say ba 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 ba. So whenever, even when I'm on the road, something happens, the thing baba comes out because it's like a machine. My brain works. So there's nothing wrong in repetition. But I just wanted to know, how do you check your Swaman? For example, if I say I'm Sarva Shaktiman, I'll give you a very ordinary example. I said I'm very Sarva Shaktiwan and nothing can do. I was cooking my food, and we generally put coconut in food. And all. I said, "Oh, Baba, chair, there's no coconut. How can I cook now?" Suddenly, I realized simple thing in a food, coconut is not there. I suddenly feel weak. What Sarva Shaktivan? I'm just giving you a very ordinary example. Or when I'm soul conscious. If suppose somebody does something and I just go and look at him and call him by name and say, "Why did you do this?" What soul conscious I am. So I feel even the checking that Swaman through the, if not that time, practical, will really change us. But living the Swaman practically, I think it's a challenge. We are saying, you even small instances which I gave you now, it will show that living Swaman 100%. So I try to live at least 30 to 40% of the Swaman, and then I check and then I try to change. That's what was my thing for Swaman.
Yeah, thank you, Girijabai. Just one last thing about that neuroplasticity effect you mentioned, right? So there in that book, there is an equation mentioned. So for the neuroplasticity to create that neural circuit, right, the network path. So there are, the equation is attention plus repetition plus desire. That means that interest. So when three things matches, na? So if you go to attention again, dhyan means again we are paying our complete attention, mind and buddhi, and your body language, everything working together, attention. And then the second is that repetition. So three things have to go together. That's when that sorry, neuroplasticity effect is happening. Uh, yeah, sorry. Over to you, Vinod Bhai. Thank you.
Thank you, Baba. I think we all have been sticking together for last 3 days in this Murli and very finely churning whatever we listened and come out with some great points. So I think that's what Baba wanted us to celebrate Avyakt Murli, Avyakt Year with the Avyakt Murli and become equal to him, to remain combined with him, to follow his, you know, versions, his directives, and inculcate in them. So let us sit in silence and experience it. And a minute later, sister may close the session, please. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Vinod Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. We'll connect again tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, you all have a beautiful day. Om Shanti. Thank you.